Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicola and today we are doing a yin yoga practice for half an hour or so for the winter solstice. So winter is here, so it's time to slow down and turn inwards, find some inner calmness and some intuition again. So winter is the perfect time for yin yoga as it naturally let us let go and surrender. So that's what we want to be cultivating today. I would like to ask you to have a bolster at hand. If you don't have any, maybe some couch cushions or bed pillows, maybe stacked one on top of each other will be perfect as well and comfy. And maybe a blanket as well, as I want you to feel really cozy today throughout the practice. So please find any way that is comfortable to you. It can be also kneeling. You can also place the blanket underneath your hips, so the hips are a bit elevated. And once you feel comfortable, you can start closing your eyes. Feel the sit bones grounded into the mat. And at the same time you are reaching with the crown of the head up to the ceiling, so the spine is nice and long. No rounding through your spine, through your back. And we are using these first moments to come to the present moment, to leave the outside world outside, and just to focus inwards, to bring the awareness to ourselves, our inner gut, to our intuition, and to the sensations in our body. So notice how you feel today, physically, if there is any tension held in your body, and also emotionally. Start observing your breath. Maybe it's a little bit calmer now, maybe a little bit deeper. And anytime that you feel like during the practice that you are lost in your thoughts, in some stories, just try to bring the awareness back to the breath. You can open your eyes. And our first pose will be a toe squat. So you can come onto your knees and tuck the toes under and sit back on your heels. So it's a really challenging pose, so we won't be here for too long, don't worry. So try to sit back on your heels, try not to resist too much. And Winter is associated with the kidney meridian and the gallbladder. So kidney is the yin meridian, gallbladder is the yang, so they complement each other. And they both start at the pinky toe and then go through the sole of the feet up. So that's why we are starting with the stretch into the feet, into the toes, to bring these meridians in balance and to strengthen them. So many of the poses that we will be doing today are targeting these two meridians, the kidney and the gallbladder. In an intense pose like this, breath is truly your ally. So try to focus on deep inhales and deep exhales. And remember, when things get really too uncomfortable, you can always release the pose earlier. No need to force yourself into doing something that doesn't feel good. In Yin Yoga, we want to feel some stretch, but definitely no pain, no discomfort. Just a nice sensation. Let's release the feet. It should feel really good to do some movements, maybe tap the feet into the mat. And we can transition into a seated position with legs in front of us. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. For butterfly fold, so the knees drop to the sides. And first on the inhale, lengthen through your spine and then start to move forward from your hips. So folding down. The further you have the feet from your hips, the easier it's gonna be, and the closer, the more intense. So take the first moments to play with the distance, to adjust, so it feels really good and you can really surrender into the pose. Your head is heavy, no tension in the neck, in the shoulders. And just let go here. Use your hands for support to help you lift yourself back up. No need to rush this. Bring the knees back to center and grab the bolster. Place it in front of you and extend your legs to the sides for straddle, so the legs are wide apart, as wide as it feels comfortable, and you can place the bolster in front of you and we will fall down onto the bolster. So again, make sure that the movement comes from the hips, and then you can lower onto the bolster directly, or you can also use your arms for support if the bolster still feels a little bit too far. Remember, you don't have to go too deep into the pose, as with time the gravity will pull you a little bit deeper, so no need from the very beginning to go too deep into it. We don't want to pull or push. We are just letting the body naturally fold, and we are respecting its edge and its boundaries. Winter is also the perfect time to reflect. So you can take the time to reflect on what doesn't serve you anymore and what you can let go of in your life. It can be some materialistic things, to declutter the home. It can be something in your relationships, friendships, anything that comes to your mind that doesn't serve you anymore. with the use of hands, lift yourself back up. Be mindful of your back. We've been here for a while, so really slowly shrug your shoulders down away from the ears and use your hands to bring the knees back together. And we will still be needing the bolster, so you can still keep it in front of you. Coming into another forward fold, the caterpillar. So just you can keep the bolster in between the legs are straightened. And first inhale to lift yourself up so the spine is lengthened, and then you can fall down just like we did now in straddle, so the legs are a little bit apart, so you have the bolster in between, and maybe some of you can fold all the way down, not my case, so you can also use your arms for support, and you can use your hands to support your head, or if you prefer you can just have your head dangle here freely. So depending on what you prefer. It can be also different every day, so no need to try to do the same thing as you maybe did yesterday. Just listen to your body and what it wants in this moment. So forward folds are great to target especially the gallbladder meridian as it travels through the back side of the back alongside the spine. And they are very also calming and soothing for the nervous system. So to de-stress and relax further. The days are short, there is a lot of darkness. So by turning inwards from time to time can be really beneficial in order to find some inner light within you to somehow fight the darkness outside. Just like before, be careful for your back. And you can remove the bolster to the side, we won't be needing it anymore. And come to lie down on your back. Just drop the knees one against each other for a moment, just to give the back a bit of rest, to recalibrate the spine. And we are coming into our last pose before Shavasana for a happy baby. So you can bring your knees wide open towards the chest, towards the armpits. And if this feels already like enough of a stretch, stay here. Or you can grab the big toes with the two-piece fingers or the soles of the feet with your hands and come into the full variation of happy baby. So you are pressing against the knees with your elbows to open them wider, and at the same time you are bringing them a little bit closer to the ground. Try not to lift up the tailbone too much of the mat. And a little bit of arm strength is required, but try to keep the upper body still relaxed. The neck is relaxed, the shoulders. And relax the legs fully. Maybe when it comes to winter and the following days, even weeks, try to think of some intention that you want to set for yourself. It can be maybe 1 or 2 words or a short sentence that represents how you want to feel in the upcoming weeks. Maybe you want to surrender and let go more. Maybe turn inwards, cultivate more peace. Whatever it is that is coming to your mind right now. Release the hold of the legs, bring them slowly back down and straighten your legs. Maybe grab the blanket if you have it close by and come into Shavasana. So make yourself really comfortable, cozy. Take lots of space. The palms are facing up. And relax fully here. Come back to your natural breath, nothing forced, no effort is needed. And once more come back to your intention for the winter. How you want to feel, what you want to cultivate more of. Slowly introduce some movements back into your body, to your fingers, your toes. Any stretches that you would like to do here. And then roll onto one side. Pause here for a moment with your eyes still closed. And then come back up to a seated position where we started. Bring your palms to meet in front of the heart. And notice how you feel compared to when you stepped onto the mat. Maybe there are some small changes physically in your body or in your feelings, emotions. And we will finish this practice together with the chant of Om. So you can join me to chant or you can just listen. So take a deep breath in to chant. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this practice was soothing and calming to you and that you feel more in peace and more just relaxed and ready to embrace the winter. Please let me know in the comments maybe what was the intention for winter that you have chosen or what came to your mind. And I would also be happy if you subscribe to my channel. It really supports my work and makes it more meaningful and just to know that I should keep going. So I look forward to practicing with you again and see you soon. Bye!